My dear friends, my name is Jacob Fiveash, and welcome to Uncaged Zoo Tours. If you are new to the channel and love animals, I recommend and appreciate you hitting the like, subscribe, and bell icons to join me on my tours. Welcome back to the San Antonio Zoo. Today, we'll visit the rest of the San Antonio Zoo's Africa Live. If you want to catch up on everything we've seen so far, please refer to my Africa Live at the San Antonio Zoo Part 1 tour. That tour had several kinds of venomous snakes, a chameleon, two kinds of crocodiles, and we even went behind the scenes to meet Timothy and Uma, the zoo's famous hippos. Let's begin. After seeing Boom the crocodile, the second half of Africa Live is outdoors. There is a walk-through aviary with tons of birds, including splendid glossy starlings. But the aviary also has another exhibit with two kinds of monkeys. First is the Angolan colobus monkey. Colobus monkeys rarely come to the ground. Leaping from branch to branch, they use their long arms to swing high in the canopy. Colobus monkeys mainly eat leaves and spend many hours finding food. With their four stomachs working hard to digest, colobus monkeys can eat up to 6 pounds of leaves a day. Colobus monkeys hang out with wolf scanons so they can have a better chance of spotting predators like leopards or eagles. Wolf scanons can stuff tons of food in their cheek pouches and can store the same amount of food in their stomachs. Now it's time to go behind the scenes and meet the zoo's famous okapis. First is Ipulu, who loves to stick out his long tongue as a habit. An okapi's tongue is 14 inches long and can be used to lick their entire face. Ipulu is very particular about cleaning himself with his tongue, so he can look like a fancy gentleman. Then there's Ludini and her daughter Gates, who was born on September 2nd, 2023. When she was born, the keepers thought Gates was a boy, but later found out that she was a girl. It's hard to tell what gender some animals are, even though there are some exceptions like peafowl, lions, and orangutans. Okapis also have a third eyelid that they can use to retract their eyeballs to protect them from spiky branches. But the okapi looks more like a horse with a zebra's butt and hind legs. How is it related to a giraffe? Well, both okapis and giraffes are part of the Giraffidae family, and like elephants and manatees, shared a common ancestor. Okapis have shorter legs and necks to make it easier to travel through the dense rainforests of the Congo. Because okapis weren't properly discovered until 1901, some people like to call them African unicorns, even though unicorns are mythical creatures. Like cattle, okapis and giraffes have four stomachs that can help digest tough plants. But what about those zebra-like stripes? Like a rhino, an okapi's ears can rotate independently so it can pick up the sounds of the jungle. If you want to sign up for the okapi encounter like I did, it's free for anyone under 3 and is $40 for anyone ages 3 and up. If you ask me, it was money well spent. The rest of the animals in this area are from Africa's deserts, starting with these dwarf mongooses. These guys are the smallest carnivores in Africa. Dwarf mongooses can sometimes be seen doing handstands as a way to mark their territory. The next exhibit contains two painted dog brothers. Painted dogs get their name from their colorful fur, which is a mix of orange, black, brown, white, and yellow. Like a tiger's stripes or gorilla's nose prints, no two painted dogs have the exact same pattern. It looks like they're wearing plaid. Like other dogs, painted dogs have claws that always stick out like a cheetah's, that are great for traction, but not so much for climbing. I mentioned before in my Safari Africa at Zoo Tampa Part 2 tour that painted dogs are endangered. At one point, there were over 500,000 painted dogs living in 39 of Africa's countries. However, because of human conflict and diseases, there's now 7,000 of these dogs left in the wild. The San Antonio Zoo helps support local organizations in Africa that ensure the painted dog's future. Just by visiting the zoo, you are helping support conservation for painted dogs and other endangered species. A painted dog pack can have 2 to even 50 members, but a pack must have at least 6 members so they can hunt. Then there's an aviary for our first buff-crested bustard. You don't want to make this bird mad. They're not as angry as a cassowary, but the buff-crested bustard will puff up its feathers on its throat and make a loud racket to show their frustration. I'm pretty sure that this Von der Decken's hornbill doesn't mind sharing the aviary. Besides, this hornbill was the inspiration for Zazu from The Lion King. While Zazu is blue, real Von der Decken's hornbills are white. In The Lion King Broadway musical, Zazu is white like a real Von der Decken's hornbill because the producer wanted the actor to be seen at all times and incorporated jokes where the characters tried to steal the actor's puppet. Last but certainly not least is a rock hyrax. Hyraxes are related to elephants because they have 2 tusk-like teeth that look like elephant tusks. They also have toes and a skull that look like an elephant's. Rock hyraxes live in colonies with up to 50 members. While they can be hard to find in the wild, they give away their location thanks to their bathroom habits. If you're a hyrax, you have to share the same bathroom, which can make finding them a lot easier. Hyraxes are diurnal, which means that they come out during the day and sleep at night. They often sunbathe and eat near the entrances of their rocky homes, and some members of the colony will take sentry duty to warn the others of predators. And with that, we are finally done with our 2-part look at my favorite exhibit at the San Antonio Zoo. I would highly recommend this exhibit and the San Antonio Zoo as a whole. When we return to San Antonio, we'll take a quick look at the Asian forest. We'll see our first reticulated python, a Komodo dragon, gibbons, otters, and even a baby langur. Today's question is, what was your favorite animal I mentioned in this tour and why? Thank you for watching my videos and I'll see you next time. You're smart, creative, and kind.